Have you ever felt sick on a workday and didn't know what to say? Today, you will learn exactly how to call in sick and reschedule a meeting in English. You will also learn 6 important English words: absence, symptoms, reschedule, handover, update, and recovery. We will teach each word inside a story. Our story begins on a Tuesday morning. The main character is a woman named Clara. Clara works at a small marketing company. Clara wakes up at 7 o'clock. She does not feel well. Her head hurts and her throat is sore. She checks her phone. She has a very important meeting at 10 o'clock this morning. Her manager is called David. Clara sits up slowly. She thinks about what to do. She knows she must contact David before the meeting starts. She decides to call him. Before she calls, she thinks about the words she needs. This will help her speak clearly and calmly. First, Clara thinks about the word symptoms. Symptoms are the signs of an illness that you feel in your body. For example, a headache and a sore throat are symptoms. Clara has 2 main symptoms this morning. She has a headache and a fever. A fever means her body temperature is higher than normal. Clara dials David's number. The phone rings twice. David answers. Clara says, "Good morning, David. This is Clara. I'm calling because I don't feel well today. I think I need to stay home." David says, "I'm sorry to hear that, Clara. What are your symptoms?" Clara tells him about her headache and her fever. David listens carefully. He says, "Thank you for telling me. Please take care of yourself." Clara feels relieved. David is kind. Now Clara must explain her absence. An absence means the time when a person is not at work or not in a place where they are expected to be. Clara says, "I expect my absence to be just 1 day, but I will let you know if I feel worse tomorrow." This is a very useful phrase to remember. David thanks her for being responsible. He says, "It is good that you called early. This gives us time to plan." Now Clara needs to talk about the 10 o'clock meeting. She needs to reschedule it. To reschedule something means to plan it again for a different time. Clara says, "I would like to reschedule our 10 o'clock meeting. Could we move it to Thursday morning?" She uses a polite question. This sounds professional. David checks his calendar. He says, "Thursday at 10 works for me. I will send a new calendar invitation to the team." Clara feels happy. The meeting is rescheduled, but she knows there is one more important thing to do. She needs to do a handover. A handover is when you give important information or tasks to another person so that work can continue while you are away. Clara asks David, "Is there anything urgent for today? I can send a handover email to my colleague Sophie before I rest." David says, "Yes, please. There is one report that Sophie should know about. A short email from you would be very helpful." Clara agrees. She says, "I will send the email right after this call. I will copy you so that you can see everything." Copying your manager on important emails is a good habit. After the call, Clara opens her laptop. She writes a short and clear handover email to Sophie. The email says, "Hi Sophie, I am not well today and will be absent from the office. Here is an update on the project report." An update is new or current information about something. When you give a colleague an update, you help them understand the current situation. Clara writes the key points in her email. She tells Sophie which tasks are finished and which tasks are still in progress. She also writes, "Please contact me by email if you have questions. I will check my email once in the afternoon if I feel better." Clara sends the email. She puts David's name in the copy section. Now, both Sophie and David have the same information. Clara closes her laptop. She drinks a glass of water. She takes her medicine and goes back to bed. A few hours later, Sophie replies to the email. Sophie writes, "Thanks for the update, Clara. I have everything I need. Please rest well." David also sends a short reply. He writes, "The meeting is confirmed for Thursday at 10. Focus on your recovery." Recovery means the process of getting better after an illness. When someone says, "Focus on your recovery," they want you to rest and get well. Clara reads the messages on her phone. She smiles. She feels better already, not because her symptoms are gone, but because everything at work is handled. The next morning, Wednesday, Clara wakes up. Her headache is lighter. Her temperature is normal again. She sends David a short message. She writes, "Good morning. I am feeling better. I plan to return to work tomorrow for our Thursday meeting." David replies quickly. He writes, "Great news. See you Thursday. Rest today and come back fully prepared." On Thursday morning, Clara arrives at work. She feels much better. Her recovery was quick because she rested well. The team meets at 10 o'clock as planned. The rescheduled meeting goes well. Everyone is prepared because of Clara's handover email. After the meeting, Sophie talks to Clara. She says, "Your email was really clear. It made everything easy for me. Thank you." Clara is happy to hear this. She says, "I am glad. I wanted to make sure my absence did not cause problems for the team." David walks past and stops. He says, "Clara, you handled that situation very professionally. Well done." Clara thanks him. Clara learns a valuable lesson. Calling in sick is not just about saying you are ill. It is also about communicating clearly and helping your team. Now let us review the 6 key vocabulary words from today's story. These are important words for any workplace situation. Number 1, absence. An absence is the time when you are not at work or not where people expect you to be. Clara's absence was 1 day. Number 2, symptoms. Symptoms are the physical signs of an illness. Clara's symptoms were a headache and a fever. Number 3, reschedule. To reschedule means to plan something again for a new time. Clara rescheduled her meeting from Tuesday to Thursday. Number 4, handover. A handover is when you give important tasks or information to another person so that work continues while you are away. Number 5, update. An update is new or current information about a situation. Clara gave Sophie an update about the project report. Number 6, recovery. Recovery is the process of getting better after being ill. Clara's recovery was quick because she rested and slept well. You also learned some useful phrases today. "I would like to reschedule our meeting. Could we move it to Thursday?" "I will send a handover email." And one more useful phrase, "I expect my absence to be just 1 day." This is polite and professional. It shows you are responsible. You did a great job today. You listened to a full story in English and you learned 6 real workplace words. That is something to feel good about. If this story helped you, please subscribe to Fluent Story English. We make new stories every week to help you grow your English naturally and confidently. Thank you for watching and listening today. Keep practicing, keep learning, and we will see you in the next story. Take care.